9:18, welcome back to CTV Morning Live. It's time for Ask the Experts, and our friends are here from Romantic Fireplaces and BBQs in Orleans. Got any questions during the segment? This is what you do: is 613-789-6559, extension 2803, or you can email us questions. You can Facebook us questions, whatever way you like. But we'd love to hear from you. Michael Pilon is here. How are you?
I'm very good. Kurt, how are you this morning?
Good to see you. I'm
Great.
well.
I think we're going to start it out. I'm going to grab
whatever
throw some change in my
there?
pockets,
Okay,
and
good,
we're going to start that.
Good. The penny drive is underway, and we're accepting money of all sorts. Don't have to be pennies.
There you go.
Look, there goes all of Michael's change. It's a good initiative, all for the Ottawa Senators Foundation.
We'll fill that up and get it going. Good.
Nice. You get a ballot to maybe win one of the tickets to the concert.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I know, eh?
There we go.
Who would you pick? Barbara Streisand, Justin Bieber, or the boss, Bruce Springsteen?
The boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Figured as much.
Yeah, for sure.
If you were to win, you would be given tickets. But if you had to pick, that's who you.
That's who I'd pick.
Yeah. I don't blame you. All right, we're going to talk about. Well, it's the time of year people are getting their wood stoves and their pellet stoves and all kinds of stoves getting ready to go, right?
Well, that's it. They're getting fired up. I mean, the season's here with the weekend, the colder weather, climates sit in. And there's a couple of safety issues this morning I think we're going to start out with. And one of the ones that we just got some information on last week came from the Director's Safety Order Reference Number through TSSA. And it's we've got a picture of the stove, line drawing, just to show people, Kurt, what that stove is. And it's made by Instaflame Majestic.
There it is.
And that, if you happen to have one of these stoves at home, there's three models that look similar, one with a glass front. This one is the three-sided, which is the FSDV 22, the FSDV 30, and the FSDV 32. These units have got to be turned off.
So 30, 31, and 32?
22, 30, and 32.
22, 30, and 32.
And this particular picture shows you the FSDV 30. So if you do have one of these stoves, give us a call, let us know. We'll be happy to go in and remove it.
They've got to come out.
They have to come out, whether they're natural gas or propane, but there is a safety order on it, and they have to be removed immediately and turned off immediately.
Gotcha. There's all kinds of options, too, to replace that, right?
Yeah. Well, you'll get into a lot of really nice-looking stoves. I mean, that's an older model, and it was a good model. I'm not sure exactly what the safety issue is. I'll be getting the order in shortly on that. But freestanding stoves that look like wood stoves that are gas, like that, that you can heat your home with.
Are you finding most of them are going to the gas route now, or are there still various methods of heating?
Well, I think probably more, Kurt, in the city, in the urban area, you're going to see people that are going with natural gas. But when you look at the rural areas, people are focusing a lot more on wood stoves, pellet stoves, because of the high cost of hydro, propane, or oil. And if you're on one of those fuels, your winter heating bills are going to be astronomical.
Especially hydro.
Well,
and oil's not so cheap either.
No, it's not cheap, and even propane.
No.
You know.
What are the other benefits from having a wood stove or pellet stove in your home?
Well, the wood stove, the advantage of that is you've got heat all season long. So, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit too. As a new stove, we'll show you in a few minutes. But you've got something that can heat all year long. You've got something that is using a fossil fuel that is fairly economical if you're in the country.
Right.
And the new technology stoves, you can load them and they'll burn for 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. You're not having to refuel, and it's burning off all the secondary gases. So you don't end up with the creosote buildup we had, 30 some odd years ago.
Right. So that takes care of that problem.
That pretty much eliminates that.
Yeah, and the technology is getting better and better.
Better all the time.
Yeah. So we've got options that you have available to people.
So we have propane, natural gas, electric fireplaces for urban areas.
Which you still have, yeah.
Still lots of those. We have pellet, and we have wood.
Yeah. What would you, in your estimation, what would be the most economical? I guess it all depends on the situation.
Natural gas is pretty economical right now, because even wood, I mean, if you're in an urban area buying wood at $120 a face cord or something like that, it's fairly expensive.
Yeah.
If you're on a farm and you've got your own wood, there's not very much money. I mean, it's just basically labor and stuff to get the wood cut.
It is labor intensive. There's no question about
very
that.
much so. Yeah.
Even if you have wood delivered to your house, you still got to get it inside.
It's work.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, push of a button, remote control. I know you're a remote guy, I think. So.
Yeah,
Make it easy.
Yeah, I could live with that. And you talk about the aesthetics of it all too. There's so many different ways to go nowadays, and things look way better than they did some 10 years ago.
Well, you're right. Like this stove we showed a minute ago is the new stoves and the new gas product, even the wood. The fires are pure, they're clear. The new gas product, they really do represent wood fires. They're not as antique as they used to be, where these steel hand bed burners and kind of look more like a barbecue burning than an actual fire.
Right. What for people who are looking for information about installing a stove? Are there any requirements leading up to it? Like, do you have to retrofit your home, or what can you do if you want to get a stove, or whatever kind it is, into your house?
Okay. Well, the first thing, if it's wood or pellet, you're required a permit, so you have to go to your municipality and get a permit, so it's safe. And then they also require wet certified installers to put them in. In gas, what they're looking for there is you're looking again for a qualified gas installer that's licensed. Your company's licensed through TSSA, and making sure that the consumer is going to be looked after and that it is going to be a safe installation.
Right. And you're certified, right? You're
wet certified, yeah.
Wet
Have
certified.
been since the 80s.
Listen, we're going to take our first break, but if you have any questions so far, please feel free to give us a call here on Ask the Expert with Michael Pilon from Romantic Fireplaces and Barbecue. Listen, there's some maintenance issues. If you have a stove already, or any sort of different source of heat in your home, you should be looking after things and getting ready for the new season ahead. We'll get into that next, plus take your questions here. Michael Pilon from Romantic Fireplaces and Barbecues. There's how to get in touch with them. Get in touch with us on Ask the Expert. We'll be right back.